A big night at the ballpark. I'm Joe Downs for the Aces Insider, and despite Mother Nature's best efforts, she couldn't rain on Evansville's parade as UE night at the ballpark here in Indianapolis went off without a hitch as members of the Indianapolis chapter of the University of Evansville Alumni Association came here for some baseball and a chance to get together with some old friends.
That's terrific. I come and connect with alums that I don't get to see very often. I was involved quite a bit with the Alumni Association and as president of the Alumni Association, so I saw that group a lot, but I come here and see guys and gals that I don't see very often. It's gone from, hey, what are your kids doing, to how many grandchildren you have now, and how's your golf game, and where you been traveling to. So this story sort of changes, but we still have that common connection of the University of Evansville, and to my mind, I'll always have that.
Just in the last 20 minutes, I've ran into half a dozen people that I went to school with 20 years ago that are just fantastic people that I don't get to see on a daily basis because of work and family commitments. I get to relive a little bit of the glory days, so to speak, by running into those folks, and it's just good for me to reconnect.
It's neat to hear how things are going and families, and at a small university you get to know people really well, and that's a huge positive when you can truly ask somebody how their family's doing and you mean it. It's just good to see people that care about the university. And Brooke Higginbottom just does a phenomenal job of getting all this organized, and Ryan Barrett and Mark and everybody that's involved with it. And it's neat to see because at a small university you need the support, and everybody needs to stick together, and that's how you grow.
Really, you talk a lot about the past, about the University of Evansville and what was there and what's there now, and then a lot about your experience. And it's kind of funny because a lot of times you share the exact same experience that other alums did have.
I think it's a good opportunity for reconnection and talk about our experiences at U of E and what's happened since then. I think it's very important to always stay connected with alumni throughout Indiana and the Midwest. And this is a great venue where people could come out and enjoy a baseball game and see alum and meet the president, hear what's going on at the university. So I think it's a great opportunity for the university as well as alum.
One of the things that's especially critical to understand is that our alumni group in Indianapolis is the second largest group outside of Evansville itself. So there are a lot of fans, a lot of people who've supported the university here in Indianapolis. It's very important that we have a presence here, that they understand what's going on at the university, that they have a chance to connect with the university. Events like this, especially in a fun setting, it's a baseball game, the sun is out, it's a wonderful way for us to make sure that's a very healthy relationship with our alums.
I make at least one trip, if not a couple more than that. I still call it home. Every time I pull into Evansville, it just feels like home. And so I make at least one trip a year, and as many as I possibly can.
Me and my wife both graduated from the University of Evansville, and a lot of her softball friends live up here in Indy, and a lot of my friends that played baseball live here up in Indy. So it's a great area. It's only 2.5 hours away from Evansville, and the city of Indianapolis provides a lot of job opportunity. And so being able to get to know the alumni in this area, it's important that we all stay close-knit, and as alumni, a lot of it's brother-sister type thing. You get that feel. It's very important to keep it growing and keep the community involved and stay Evansville-oriented.
Well, there's a lot of people that live in Indy, right? And so if they just continue to build I-69, that'd be a lot better. But that takes 30 minutes off your drive already. And so it's really important for us up here to make sure, a lot of people think Evansville's in doggone Kentucky up here, and it's ridiculous, and it drives me insane, and people need to understand it's not. And so it's not that far, and Evansville's a great city, and there's no reason not to call it home.
It's really started going steamrolling for us here the last couple of years, and I think word's getting out that it's such a nice event and nice venue that people are starting to participate more, which is the objective, right?
I get asked a lot about just what the future direction of the university is going to be. Are we true to our mission? Do we continue to support the traditional disciplines? And I always, of course, am able to answer yes to that. But they're also interested in knowing what kind of new programs we're developing. One of the things I'm most proud of is our new physician assistant program, which is sorely needed in southern Indiana. And we're filling those classes. As a matter of fact, we'd take in more students if we were allowed to by the accreditor for that discipline. I also get asked a lot about athletics. People are interested in knowing what the Purple Aces teams are doing. Men's basketball, of course, it comes up a lot because there's a real connection with and the history that we have in men's basketball. So the questions come from all over the map, but those are probably the areas I get asked about most often.
We have, I want to say, almost 12,000 alum within central Indiana. And obviously, we're recruiting against Butler, University of Indianapolis, DePaul, and certainly Purdue and IU. So it's good to have our name out in front and in the media as much as we can.
All told, more than 130 members of the Indianapolis chapter of the University of Evansville Alumni Club came here to Victory Field and had a great time for a great cause, and that, of course, is the University of Evansville. For the Aces Insider, I'm Joe Downs. And remember, you can keep up with all things Evansville athletics on GoPurpleAces.com, as well as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and our YouTube channel.